Alright guys, it's your boy Shades and Trades. I have the SoFi chart up. It's up at 848 right now, sitting at resistance, trendline resistance to be more clear. I am not buying yet. I told you guys while it's inside this wedge, I'm not interested in it, but I did notice something interesting. So clear downtrend, and then it's obviously going to break either to the upside or downside out of this wedge. If we look at the past, we were inside a similar wedge way back here. Let me just change this to white for you guys. Similar wedge not too long ago. Actually, yeah, just last year. Not too long ago, similar wedge. It could have broken down, but instead it broke out and came up as high as 1160. Then obviously we trended downward for quite a while. And then we had another breakout, which can be found here. So here's your breakout move, and yeah. And then maybe history repeats itself. We come down inside this wedge, and then we break out, create a higher high, maybe? Question mark. Uh, Nothing's for sure, nothing's guaranteed, but just based on the history of this stock, it just loves to keep going lower, eventually creating an explosion at some point out of the pattern that it's in, be it a wedge or a downtrending channel. So that's why I'm hesitant to buy. I'd rather just wait and see if it actually breaks out and actually holds, because some stocks break out of their wedge to the upside and then immediately retrace the move. So that's something to keep an eye on. I'm just not interested in buying this right now, but I will be interested if this breaks down, so I can buy it nice and cheap. Ideally at around 750 and under, because that's where we have a lot of support, demand, whatever you want to call it. Just buyers always step in around here. So that's where I'm looking to buy. And let's just take a look at some recent news for SoFi. If it loads, I don't know why it's not loading. Okay, there we go. SoFi named the official banking partner of the NBA, NBA G League, NBA 2K League, and USA Basketball. Multi-year entitlement partner. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just some headlines for you guys. Here's another headline. SoFi CEO 2024 revenue will be equal parts tech and lending. We are slowing down the lending business given our outlook for the economy, the macroeconomic environment. Noto explained, we have more demand than will actually satisfy because we want to take a more conservative view, and we'll end 2024 with 50% of our revenue being from our tech platform and financial services segment and 50% from lending, which is a dramatically different mix than it was 6 years ago when it was over 95% lending. So that's something to keep in mind for the year. People always sleep on this one. They get excited only during earnings, and it runs up on earnings and then it dumps. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. It just gives us opportunity to buy cheap and then take profits on the suckers that chase. Total revenue here on the financials since quarter two of 2022 all the way until quarter four 2023. You'll notice we just keep climbing. 300K for now 300K, 300 millions, 400 millions, 500 millions, 600 millions, 700 millions, and then we're almost at 1 billion. And it's their first quarter of profitability here, as you can see. So, oh yeah, and the balance sheet, the assets to liabilities, nothing, nothing special, but they have more assets than liabilities. That's always a good thing. But that's what I look at least. So yeah, to me, this is a buy. I'm not gonna buy up here. I'll wait to see if it comes down like it usually does. It's like, hey, earnings, yay, and then it just dumps. And oh my god, earnings again, woohoo! And then it dumps. And then it runs up, and then oh my god, earnings, woohoo! And then it dumps. Earnings, yay, and then dumps again. That's the pattern for this one. So why not buy when it's nice and juicy and crunchy down here at 750 and under. That is it for the video, guys. Hopefully this helps you make money. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps out a lot. All right, guys. See ya.